Alien Romulus feels like a classic Alien movie in many ways. Kaylee Spaney is great as new hero Rain, and Feder Alvarez crafts a beautifully claustrophobic environment.
I have a fear of tight, closed-in spaces.
If you ask the right person, they will tell you there are no bad Alien movies. Even at its worst, Alien 3, though many make the case for resurrection, the Alien movies are still oozing with the kind of horror that makes any sort of space travel seem like the worst idea ever. Alien Romulus is no different in this regard. Feder Alvarez, known for the utterly bleak and brutal 2013 Evil Dead remake and the suffocating tension of 2016's Don't Breathe, is the latest director to make his mark on the franchise. Though it doesn't quite live up to the gut-churning terror of Alvarez's previous work, Romulus is an effective sci-fi feature. Somewhere between Alien and Aliens, fitting given its place in the franchise timeline, Romulus serves up blockbuster-level action and visceral horror all in one, though its heart-on-its-sleeve dedication to the previous films ends up feeling more like fan service than organic integration. After the Nostromo was destroyed by Ellen Ripley, Romulus begins on a sunless, grimy mining colony somewhere in space. Rain, a game Kaylee Spaney, is working to get herself and Andy, David Johnson, handling synthetic android duties for this entry, to a planet system where the sun actually reaches the surface of their home. Rain's debt to Weyland-Yutani is endless though, and when she's contacted by old friend Tyler, Archie Renault, with a scheme to get the Yavaga system, she cannot resist the temptation.
I'm really tempted.
In many ways, Romulus feels like a classic Alien movie. The opening credits evoke that of the original 1979 film. It has a slow build-up that ratchets up the tension before the facehuggers emerge. There's a morally ambiguous android character, and the film even opts for dated analog technology as opposed to sleek modern tech we've seen in Prometheus and Alien Covenant. It's a wonderful reminder of what these movies were, even as, over the years, they expanded into mythological fables about the folly of human curiosity. This back-to-basics approach is one a lot of reboots have taken. Prey, with its story of the Comanche woman fighting a Yautja across the Great Plains in 1719, immediately comes to mind. Romulus, though, cannot help but dip its toe in the franchise well, and, like the horrific creatures found in Weyland-Yutani test labs, it becomes a distorted and disfigured amalgamation of what has come before for both good and bad. Haunted by itself, Alien Romulus cannot help but look back as if to say, "See? This is why you love those movies." It's an effective tactic, especially when so much else of the film works as well as it does. There are effective jump scares, unforgettable gore, and enough xenomorphs to fill 3 Nostramos. Rain and Andy's relationship is one that expands considerably throughout the film, and Spaney and Johnson make for a hell of a team. Ultimately, Romulus finds itself stuck in some lineal space between the sheen of contemporary blockbuster filmmaking, with its franchise callbacks and interstellar scale, and the lo-fi tension that leads to abject terror in the original films. It's a beautifully shot movie using the Romulus space station as a playground for slaughter, moody lighting, and a few chill-inducing action scenes as it approaches obliteration in a stray asteroid belt. A third act twist, one that is sure to delight Prometheus lovers, of which I am one, results in a gnarly birth scene and a classic monster chase with a new, uglier version of Alien. While thematically light compared to the previous entries, Romulus is a damn good time, a collision of what made the Alien movies great and what made the new prequels so divisive.
It's good.